All right, we've just finished with Empty Spaces, and it came to a very abrupt cutoff moment, which means Young Lust is number 9, following immediately after, and should be flowing continuously. So, here we go. Such a contrast from the musical style of the previous one. Now this one is making me think of, you know, a nightclub party, something like that, where people are there just trying to pass the time, have fun, get hooked up, whatever. So that's my first impression. Let's keep going. There's a strange set of voices there. I'm trying to figure out how it's working out. Okay. So right here on this, ooh, right? It sounds high. I guess there's an instrument doubling it, but it hides the voice. And you hear the word articulated, but the voice kind of gets buried underneath, and then right here you hear the voice coming out more deeply and kind of dirtily. All right, so here we go. Very much the nightclub sound that that is coming through here, and I guess as far as the message of it goes so far, I feel like this is an attempt to fill the empty spaces from the song that came before, and a rather empty attempt, but a classic one. All right, let's keep going. Did you hear that? Right here, this guitar, bum, 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 da da da. All right, that is kind of like this, oh, I Need a Dirty Woman up here. Different notes, even slightly different rhythm, but it's echoing in a really interesting way. Let's back up and hear this. guitar solo, which I now know is what it's called, was incredibly well designed to link those two choruses together. And it carried me straight through and kept the lyrics and the melody present in my mind without simply repeating it verbatim, so to speak, right? So it was great. It was really great. Let's go on and finish this.
From Mr. Floyd, for you accepting charges from the United States. No, he's hung up. Is this your residence? I wonder why he hung up. Is there supposed to be someone else there besides your wife there to answer? Hello? This is United States calling. Are we reaching...
I'm trying to make out what the phone call is happening at the end. Let me try this again. It's kind of hard. It's quiet. It's a little bit tricky for me to figure out.
Hello? Yes, I collect call from Mr. Floyd, for you accepting charges from the United States.
Hold on.
Hello? Yes, I collect call from Mr. Floyd, for you accepting charges from the United States. No, he's hung up. Is this your residence? I wonder why he hung up. Is there supposed to be someone else there besides your wife there to answer?
I can't quite make out the words. It's Mr. Floyd and Mrs. Floyd, but I can't figure out exactly which one is calling whom. I couldn't quite make out enough of the words. I guess I'll have to look it up or ask Vlad or something. But I suspect that this person, well, it's interesting because it's talking about a stranger in town, just a new boy. So I didn't get this feeling at the beginning of the song. I thought it was a young teenager kid just saying, just breaking into the modern entertainment life, trying to fill the empty spaces. But now at the end, this Mr. and Mrs. Floyd makes me think of there's maybe some sort of infidelity going on at the same time. I've got to figure this out. But anyway, yet again, a really good musical setting to convey this message. Not in our faces telling us everything. I noticed that this is something that asks us to dig in, to explore, and asks us to interpret it in multiple ways. And some things won't necessarily be found right away. But at the same time, it really conveys a message clearly, which is, I think, great. To have something that gives you something so immediately, and at the same time says, but that's not all. That's just the surface. Dig deeper. So that was Young Lust, number 9. And we'll see what comes next.